Time now to talk about the gruesome twosome, Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Netflix over in Montecito. I can't call them the Duke and Duchess of Spotify anymore because, of course, they've lost their $20 million Spotify deal because they only produce one rubbish podcast series, 12 episodes of something called Archetypes, which was so boring and so unsuccessful. Spotify dumped it, and it seems that their Netflix deal is in question as well. And worse than that, whatever small projects they did have lined up are being affected, if not ruined, by the now notorious Hollywood actors strike. So their business ambitions, their show business dreams have turned into a nightmare. Let's talk to the former royal editor of The Sun, Charlie Ray. Hi, Charlie.
Okay, but they have the opposite of what you have as the Midas touch.
Yeah, they got the opposite of the Midas touch. What could we call that? Sure, no, not that. But seriously, what's going on with it? They were planning to do some sort of series or a documentary on inspirational leaders or something, but now, because of the Hollywood actors strike,
and there's also the trip to Africa that Harry was going to.
Charlie, your line is breaking up badly. Our friends at Zoom are playing their games again, so we're going to try and get Charlie Ray back. In the meantime, let's have a quick phone call. Let's go to London to talk to Richard. Hello, Richard, and you want to talk about the BBC?
Hello, Kevin. Yeah, I'm just looking at a list of allegedly their best dramas over the last two or three decades. Yeah. And I have to say, I don't think I've seen great drama on the BBC for about 35, 40 years. I'm thinking something like Secret Army. I don't regard Killing Eve as great drama. And I don't think we should worry too much about whether something gets an Emmy or not, because let's be honest, American drama is just as bad as ours.
Yeah, the awards are just for the people in the programmes. They don't matter to viewers, to the audience at all. But it's interesting what you say, because people always say, I mean, every time you talk about the BBC, oh, well, it's got its problems. It does seem to have all these crises. Jimmy Savile, Martin Bashir, but it makes amazing programmes. Does it? Does it? I mean, it makes a few, but very few, it seems to me. I think most of the BBC programmes, most of its content output is mediocre, to say the least.
Yes, I agree. And frankly, we haven't seen good comedy for about 4 decades. Possibly Only Fools and Horses. I have to say, I'm not over keen on that. But, you go back to the days of The Good Life or Porridge, you're talking about 45, 50 years. The truth of the matter is, Kevin, the people that are saying that are the same sorts of people that would say that anyway. They believe in the BBC. Many of them probably work for or would love to work for the BBC. I've got another idea.
Go on.
In terms of migration. The politicians aren't taking that seriously. By the way, if anybody thinks the other party are going to be any better, they're in cloud cooker land, because the Labour Party has been pro-immigration since 1948, so they're not going to change the spots now. Sadly, I do think we are going to have to use barges, because we're going to have to keep these people.
Well, the thing is, honestly, Richard, the thing about those barges, I mean, don't get conned by them. I mean, this Bibby Stockholm that's just docked in Dorset in the tiny town of Portland, it's going to have something like 509 young male migrants on it. Now, they go, oh, look, we've got a cheap place to put them. It's much cheaper than hotels. Yeah, but numerically, think about that. We'll get about 509, at least 500 migrants are coming across the channel every single day. This literally is a kind of a drop in the ocean.
And I think that the people are going to make a much bolder statement, Kevin. And to go back to the BBC, if a large number of people decided as a protest to not pay the licence fee, or to only pay, let's say, £100, it would hit their income. It probably would lead them to some sort of financial crisis. And the politicians would know that that's how seriously we take it. That we're willing to see the major public service broadcaster go down, because we're that sick able to sort this migration thing out. Because the reality is, you've not had a politician who's serious about protecting our borders since Margaret Thatcher.
Yeah, well, I agree with you. I mean,
going back 40 years.
Yeah, people voted for Brexit. That was about sovereign borders. And since then, our borders have not really been sovereign. They've been like a sieve, and they continue to be so. I agree with you. Good call, Richard. Thank you very much. Richard in London there. I was just going to give you a bit of royal news because it looks like we're having trouble getting Charlie Ray back. You know what Zoom's like. Sometimes it just doesn't work, and it didn't today. Yeah, as I say, they've got big problems with their Harry and Meghan. This is with their series, their Netflix series called it's a series about inspirational leaders. Live to Lead. Sounds fascinating, doesn't it? Anyway, because of the Hollywood actors strike, that's in trouble. So yet another problem for those two. And also the rest of the royal family. It's Queen Camilla's, or Queen Consort Camilla, if you want to be accurate. Queen Camilla's 76th birthday, and there's going to be a big gun salute. Lots of best wishes from all the royal family, including Harry, Prince and Princess of Wales, wishing Her Majesty the Queen a very happy birthday today. All these good wishes coming in. Guess who didn't send any birthday wishes to Camilla? It is, of course, Harry and Meghan.